Hi, everybody. It's Frank. I'm back. Still recovering from my dental surgery. Still learning how to speak again with the partial in my mouth. It's not easy, so I apologize if I'm not up to my usual high standards here. But I wasn't going to post for a while, but had a thought today, as I usually do, and I wanted to share with you guys. This one is called Empty, and I've been kind of inspired today through some things that happened. So let me give you the backstory. So I got a couple of records I was adding to my record collection downstairs, and I had gone down kind of innocuously to put these records in their proper place, and I ran into this guy here. Okay, this is Pupper. Okay, Pupper is significant in that he's a pull along toy. Okay, I have him up so you can see him, so I can't really pull him. He makes noise, and you pull him along. All three of my children play with Pupper. Um, Very rarely do you have a toy that all your kids will play with. I know most parents know what I mean, but all my kids play with Pupper. Now, Pupper now occupies a space in my basement with my other things safely tucked away, so no one in this house might think that he's junk or not useful anymore. I keep him around with me. So I was putting my records away and I ran into Pupper, and I began to think about usefulness and emptiness and kind of where I'm at in life and maybe where some of you are too. And I want to expand on some things I've said in some other videos that I've done too. So I hear the narrative a lot from younger parents that sounds like this, and we've all done it probably at one time or another. God, I wish these kids would go to sleep. Give me some rest. They're up. They want things. I don't have time. I'm stressed. I just want some time away from my kids. I just need some me time or adult time or whatever you call it. They just, especially when they're babies, sometimes we don't sleep for days. If they're a difficult baby, maybe even longer. My son was like that. And, we just get so tired. Or they, when they're 6 and 7, Daddy, Mommy, will you take me to the park? Will you push me on a swing? Will you play with me? And you feel like, can I just watch the game, or can I just have some time for myself? And then I hear even from older parents, close to my age or maybe a little younger, whose children are growing up and leaving home, like, oh, I can't wait till I have the house to myself again. I can't wait till I can do things for me, and I can't wait till they're gone. I've never really shared that. That neither one of those scenarios was ever really me. And as I've aged, I've realized more and more that is not me at all. And the reason I'm bringing this up today is I want to share with you all that have children and those of you that don't, how important it is to cherish the times that sometimes feel so overwhelming. But later on, you're going to realize that you missed those days. That's why this is called Empty. So back to Pupper now. So I forgot about putting the record away, and I spent about 5 minutes sitting on the ground with Pupper. And I pulled him along a little bit like I used to for my children before they were able to do it themselves. And it made me sad. I miss those days. Pupper is now, my children are older now. I still have one in the house that's almost 14. My older two are my son is out of the house. My daughter is on her way out. She's at college. And, I don't have the same usefulness I once had to my children. Your children will always need you, whether they're 3 or 30, but it changes. Things are different. So, no longer am I needed day to day for can you play with me? Can you take me to this event at school? It just changes. Our usefulness changes. And of course, we all want our children to grow and to mature and to have lives of their own. It'd be kind of creepy if they didn't. We are proud of our kids as they grow older and get out in the world for themselves. But with that also comes a type of emptiness. So as I was on the ground playing with Pupper, I began to really feel that emptiness. Because Pupper although he spent a lot of time with all my kids, he spends most of his time now neatly tucked away near my records, basically a relic, kind of like me. When kids grow older, lots of times the changes happen incrementally and you don't even notice them. I posted a thing on Facebook years ago called The Day the Toys Disappear. And the crux of that was we remember certain major days in our lives, major events, but you don't remember the day you turn around one day and all the toys in your house are gone. You don't remember the day they disappeared or a particular item, but they're just gone one day. And it happens so slowly and incrementally that you don't notice. That's what happens with a lot of our lives. You know, we don't notice the little changes that go on until things are over and they seem like they happen all of a sudden. So, whereas I used to spend evenings like, you know, taking care of the kids or doing my part, and I will admit that I spent a lot of time not enjoying that time, you know, being out at bars, doing other things where I wish I would have stayed home with the kids. Nowadays, my nights are much like puppers. So, you know, sitting by myself watching TV or sports or whatever, and I found that I'm a relic just like him. You know, an older lady told me years ago at church. She said, "When you're a young parent, the days and hours seem like they last forever, but the weeks and the months and the years go quickly." And I'll always remember that wisdom because I learned it the hard way. So here's my challenge to y'all. Whether you have kids or whether you don't, cherish the times, the people, you know, cherish the fun that you can have in certain times of your life. Because time passes quickly. People move on, people die, children grow up. And if you don't appreciate it to your fullest every minute of every day, you too may find yourself where I am sometimes, empty. See you soon.